Okay. So I'm live. Good. Alright, cool. Only took me half an hour to set up. Just checking something. There we go. Okay, good. It's working. Okay. So a couple things, I guess, is apologies for being busy. I ended up working a few weeks straight. So there's that. I do have this week off, but I think the week after that I'm going back in full-time work. So it'll be interesting to say the least. But we'll see. I got my camcorder working, and me and my buddies plan on doing some airsoft this weekend, if everything permits, which I'm hoping it does. And apparently this has been recording the entire time. Wow, that's kind of a pain in the butt. But good to know that the SD card works. I had to go get a larger SD card because I only had an 8 gig and I can only hold, I think it was, what was it? Like an hour of video, which wasn't a lot. Especially since our matches go from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So you're looking at 4 hours. So we'll say 3 hours of filming. So there is that. That's the plan for the weekend. Sorry. If I can get videos up this week, which I'm hoping I can, I probably could, because I'm gonna have the week off. But it is open weekend for fishing, so you might actually see a fishing video as well. Another thing is over here I have 5 things of honey. It's actually from my cousin's honey farm, and I love their honey. The only issue is they don't do shipping. Yeah, they don't do online shopping or anything like that. They do pickups. Oh, I need a haircut. Oh, my hairline. I need to wear a hat. I'll have to get a hat made. But yeah, I really love their honey, and the flavors they have are really good. So I'm going to have to do a video about that soon enough. I still have to get the Bones Coffee video out, I think. No, not Bones, Rampage. But yeah, it's been something. As again, I've been working several weeks straight. So there's that. Snapchat, whatever. Also, I've gotten a container that's starting to fill up with money. This is going to be for me starting my coffee shop / bookstore. So yeah. One thing I did want to bring up a while ago, actually, is a book series. Give me 1 second. It's actually one of my favorite book series. It's one of the books that actually got me into. I'll be honest, I did want to be a voice actor / someone that like reads. But again, my dyslexia just was not helping. So there's that issue. But that book series is the Dream Cheddars. I really love it, and the thing is too is it is kind of based off the Bible for those who are Christians. So it'd be a good book series for people that like Christian-based books. Um, I have all three, and I actually do like reading them. Again, it takes me time, but I do read them. I've read them, I think, 2 or 3 times over. I have an ebook copy, but I also do have a physical copy. Don't use the physical copy as much because I do like it to be nice if I do have that ebook copy. And because I have an ebook copy, obviously I'm going to use that, trying to keep these books as nice as possible. But I think what I want to do is maybe do videos where I read chapter by chapter. Um, Again, the thing is my dyslexia. So I'm gonna read some words, might mess up on stuff, like, yeah. But we'll see. So I think that's something I'm gonna want to do in the future, is possibly just read the book for YouTube. We'll see. But yeah, I actually really love this book. It doesn't need to go in that drawer. But yeah. Oh, I dropped it. Fun. I'll pick it up after. It's out of my reach right now. So there's that. I don't have any coffee today. I actually woke up extremely late. But yeah, so I'll be reading those. And the other thing that sucks is I was actually looking for an audiobook copy. There is no audiobook copy of those. Which was actually kind of upsetting, as I just prefer audiobooks myself. So there's that. So I think maybe having those not as an audiobook option will help me. It has actually helped me in the sense of working on my own book, which I have been working very hard on. I'm right now working on chapter 2 still. Still working on characters and stuff like that. As I'm introducing characters as I go, I got to think about what they look like, who they are, what will they possibly be to the future of the books. But yeah. So far it is going pretty slow, but I mean, it is coming up. But yeah. Another thing is I actually wanted to start a coffee brand, coffee company. So I'm working on that as well. That's a huge thing for me right now, is trying to figure out how to start that coffee company. I do have a name picked for it already, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm just curious and how I'm gonna do it. I've been doing research. I've been doing stuff like that, and I am generally wanting to start a coffee company, as well as coffee shop, stuff like that. Just something that I would like to do for a future. But yeah, I've been trying to keep myself busy and then completely forgetting about doing YouTube at the same time. So yeah. Another thing, again, with the camcorder that I got working, if everything goes right, I should be launching my second channel probably next Sunday. Excuse me. And that's gonna be Jasmine Draken Plays. I have my phone over here. Give me 1 second. I don't know if you'll be able to see the logo that well, but let's see if turning down the light. There we go. So the actual words are up top, and it's a blue background, but the outline of the Draken is with almost a jasmine color. So yeah, I'm kind of hyped in that sense that if everything goes to plan, I can probably do something I like a little bit more. Um, Not that I don't like talking about history and myths, but I definitely like airsofting. But also overall, I've also started putting payments towards getting a PC for my room so I can play games. Maybe I can start uploading more as well. Once I actually get it, I still owe about, I want to say $800, so probably looking mid-June before I can actually do anything with that. Um, but that's not too far away. Especially if I put like 300 down this paycheck and then pay the 500 off next. So expect that channel to come out. Like I said, I need to get a new hat, so I might just make one. I do have leather. I actually know how to make stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, let's talk about myths actually. While I'm on the subject of my channel, I just need to know who I've done so far. I've done Draken, Erico, and Sage. Okay. I guess I will do Sigil this time. Sigil is a very old wolf, is what he was seen. The reason he was seen as old is he was actually the wolf spirit of time. And the thing with him is his coloring of his fur was also very unique. So along the lower part of his body from his right, his right arm or leg or paw, whatever you want to call it, was white. His lower body was a dark shade of red. But then it almost went into a waveform around his snout as well, where his nose was black. But then his face and his left ear were gray, like a very dark gray, and his right ear was white. And then he also had 3 eyes, actually. He had the 2 eyes that would stay open constantly, but he did have a center eye he would use for time-wise, to view in the future of people and stuff like that. And what was unique was the eye color matched his fur. It was a very dark red, almost a blood red. Excuse me. And he could view in people's futures, past, see the mistakes they made, stuff like that. And another interesting thing was he could actually go back in time, forward in time, stuff like that. And he could actually control time. So he could halt someone, basically, make them stuck in a position that they don't want to be. They could, he could make them do anything he wants with a threat of their time. He can forward someone's time so they can basically die on the spot. So there's that. He is going to actually be himself. He's not going to be a major key in my book, but his children are. So right now in my book, I have a total of, I think it's 6 characters planned out. I have the main character, I have his uncle, I have a police officer, and then I think a total of 3 other demigods that are currently planned out to be in the book. What's unique about the character himself, like the main character, Robert is what I called him. The unique thing about Robert is he is a son to. I don't want to give the god away. He is actually a child to 2 gods, but with the belief that came from where this story is coming from, he would have to take his father's first name as his last name, but he has to be in his mother's family, basically. He hasn't been claimed by both his parents, as some would put it. He technically hasn't even been claimed by one at this point in the story that I'm at. But with that being said, he will find out that he is spiritually a god, because that's actually how these spirits, these wolf spirits, these gods would have children, was they would almost possess the parent. They would make a deal with the parent, the biological parent, and then they would basically they would take over the body, and then they would have the child that way. So biologically, he is human. He does have unique abilities and stuff like that because he is still a child of 2 gods in this sense. Whereas spiritually, it'd normally be only a spiritual demigod in this sense. Whereas he'd have half soul man, half soul of the human, or of a god. In this case, he has 2 halves, so 1 full god soul. So over time, he goes into his abilities, he grows into his godhood, stuff like that. I still need to figure out what he will become the god of, as that does need to play a major role, as he technically is a god. Excuse me. Excuse me. And so with his mother, she is limited to a total of 3 children at one time. So basically, she has to watch her 3 children die before she can have 3 more. Meeting a sibling, and then the other sibling isn't dead, but won't be introduced till later on, is what I'm hoping. So their cabin or house or whatever you're gonna call it, I actually call them houses. So they belong in what's known as a forest. Obviously, it sounds normal, but basically, what the forest is it is a safe spot for these spiritual beings to grow into their powers and stuff. But they are assigned to their house, which is their parents' house, basically. And so I'll go a little bit more into it. The only issue with the forest is it is connected to the other forests in one way or another. So this forest is strictly going to be the wolf spirits. There is a total of, I believe, 19 different wolf spirit based gods. And then Robert will become the 20th near the end of the series. And so there's a total of, I gotta remember here. I'm not having a good time remembering. I think it's 15 different forests. So it's based in Canada. So there's only actually 2 provinces/territories that will have 2 forests to their own. There is one major forest, I guess you could say, per province and/or territory. This one will be based in Ontario. And then the other one that is technically also based in Ontario will be the birds. So any major, well, I can't say birds, it will be the owls. Because there's actually there's more owl-based deities than realized. There is a total of 7 or 8 owl deities, where for birds, there's, not counting owls, there's only 6. So I wanted to give the idea of owls being independent, as there is more deities for that sense. So again, the forests are based off the spirits. So again, this one's going to be a wolf spirit based forest. And I'm sure I'm going to get some people that are going to say, oh, you're copying off of Percy Jackson and stuff like that. The forest is going to be a very minimal role. It's strictly going to be, the forest is basically a town. That's the easiest way to say it. It is a very small town. It's more for security of these demigod children. As in any story of demigods you will get, there are monsters that are chasing them. This is more them coming into their abilities to be able to go into the regular world later on. It's basically a training course. You spend a total of 5 years at the forest. Each forest has their own independent name / mascot, I guess you can say. And so think of it like a high school, I guess you could say. Almost like a boarding school. You live there most of the year. Think of it almost like Harry Potter in the sense of you live there. You're split up into different houses, like actual houses though. So again, it's a little town. There's going to be a main building for school-based stuff, and if you are assigned a quest, as most people are going to say, but it's actually called a duty. If you're assigned a duty, which is going to be a quest, basically you have to go do your duty. And so the main character is going to be assigned a duty within his first week, or something like that. And so he has to go do his duty. So, and going from there, I'll just build onto it. But yeah, he lives now in a small town. He doesn't really know his mother. His father is vanished, so he just lives there all year round. Compared to some people who decide only to stay 10 out of the 12 months there. There are breaks are winter, and then so they get 1 month of winter break and then 1 month of summer break. But even then, some choose to live there year round for the 5 years, whereas some decide they don't want to. So there's that choice. But basically, that's what the forest is. The forest is a small town for, I guess you could say, high school based kids. So if you're the age of a high schooler, you will be going there. So I guess that would be considered. I'm trying to think the main character's age. What grade was I in when I was his age? Well, to think I graduated high school when I was 17. So 13. So I guess you can say either grade 8, grade 9. If I started at grade 9, which for them would be class 1 or class year 1, and then it goes up to class year 5 or grade 12 or 13. So yeah, that's basically it's an actual school, and the other interesting thing is I wanted to give activity stuff. So with him being a god, he does get a godly weapon, which I already have designed and picked. And the nice thing is it gets mixed into the track and field events. His weapon is shorter than a javelin, but it's longer than an arrow. It's a mixture of two, basically. So basically, you hold it as a javelin. So it go in between these fingers. You rest these fingers on the wrap around the javelin, and then you just throw it. And the event, basically, you go by, I believe it's split up between 2 yards. So every 2 yards, there's a big bullseye. You want to get it into that bullseye. I actually do have a name picked up for the weapon already, and I've actually physically sketched one out, and I want to work on one, and I have been working on one. And like I said, it's a mix of two. So it doesn't just look like a javelin, a small javelin, and it doesn't really look like a big arrow either. I do have a physical design for it figured out, and I have been working on one. And I'm kind of hyped to get that finished. So we'll see. But yeah, so there's going to be some track events and stuff in later books as I planned out. And so there's that. Kind of hyped to get working on my book again. As I said, I've been busy the last few weeks I've been working. So finally having a break, I can do a lot more that I've wanted. I will be working on my book. I'll be working on my project of that weapon. The thing is I'm making it just out of wood, because that's what I'm best at, I guess you could say. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Again, I'm kind of hyped to see how it turns out. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, that's what my book's at so far. Is I have characters plotted out. I'm still working on chapter 2. And then I have 6 characters plotted out, still working on more, as I do need a lot more. At least background characters and stuff. Yeah. The other thing is I should be receiving a couple more blankets around this size. I'm going to have a project to sew them all together. They're all going to be different ones. So this is my YouTube logo. This isn't my not my coffee company, my coffee shop logo. Same name, same image in that sense, but it's not the actual logo. The actual logo, you'll see once the blanket comes in. It's a little bit of edit, not a whole lot, but it's still edited in the sense that this is for my YouTube, that's for my coffee shop once it opens. Then the other one is for my coffee company, which again I'll show you once it comes in. That I might just keep a secret until I actually open my coffee company. I'll have to see. And then I'm ordering 2 more. Actually, I want to order 3 more so I can get, because the only issue with this is it is a 4 by 5 foot blanket. I am 5'8", and I'm a bigger guy. So either this is perfect width, even then that's not perfectly fine with me because I turn in my sleep. So I want to get 2 widths wide. So it would be 10 foot wide, following, I guess you would say 12 foot long. And the reason I'm fine with that is this is a longer blanket or a thinner blanket. So even come winter time, if I have 12 foot long, I can fold it up over itself and I have a double size blanket. And that would actually work out for my queen size bed. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So that's going to take me quite a bit of time to sew together. But again, I'll show you everything once it comes in. One of the things is my other YouTube channel, once I get it started, is the Plays channel. And then the other one is the forest I was talking about. It does use the Drakens as the mascot. So the Forest of Drakens is what it's called. You can't really see that. It'll be better once the actual blanket comes in. Again, I still have to special order that. And then I need 1 more blanket, which I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But I want it strictly to be a Draken branded blanket, so to say. So what I mean by that is I want it to be, how do I put it? Has to have that Draken face on it. So right now I only have, I only have the 1. I have another 1 coming in, or 2 coming in, but then also I'll order the 2, and each of those is like $54. So I don't want to order a whole. I don't want to order 3. Actually, I might be able to, depending on how much I get paid next paycheck. After paying my bills and stuff, because I got to do that. But I still have to figure out what I'm going to do for the 6th one. Another thing is that's actually going to be super nice for camp-based stuff, because I do go to winter and summer camp. And the thing about winter and summer camp is, how do I put this? It gets super cold during summer camp anyways. Winter camp, we stay in a house. Summer camp, it gets really cold at night because we're right beside the lake. So there's that. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I have a total of 2 coming in right now. Those should actually be in, I want to say, by the end of the week. So you might get to see them if I'm actually posting this week. I might just do a bunch of lives. We'll see. This one took me a bit to set up, so I might not even do that. We'll see. I also have a couple of shirts ordered. A shirt and a sweater, like this one, ordered. That again should be in by the end of the week. Just checking where they're at roughly right now. Okay, apparently there's been no updates. So basically the shirt is the Forest logo. I guess Forest shirt, as you would call it, because I actually like the design that I did for it. And then the other one is the house sweater. Basically, it says house number 7 because that's the mother's house. Almost said the name. And then her name at the bottom. That I'm not going to show until later on, but those are both privated for me to order only. And then another shirt I ordered was the track shirt, I guess you would call it, because when I was in track and field in high school, because I enjoyed track and field in high school, we had our own track shirts. I really liked my track shirt. The only issue was you don't get to keep them. These ones I kind of want campers, so to say, to be able to keep. And so there's a mascot for the track team itself. But yeah. What I threw in high school was I threw discus, javelin, and shot put. What sucks is I threw out my arm in grade 10. I couldn't throw javelin as well. Shot put I plan out could not throw because how you do shot put is you have to hold the shot put right below the jawbone, and I wasn't able to because my elbow. It actually hurts a lot to hold my arm here, and you have to be able to be extremely flexible. So my arm would actually be down to here, and it's very painful to do so. But it is something that I was still technically able to do. Javelin, similar issue, but not quite. It was actually my shoulder that got messed up from that. Because you plan out throw upwards. It kind of still was my elbow, but it mainly was my shoulder. So I wasn't able to throw as well. So I just didn't compete in javelin in grade 11. And you had to do at least 2 to be on the track team full time. And all I was able to do was discus. Which I still actually throw discus to this day. I have a discus upstairs I use. And I actually really like my discus. My discus does actually have a name. It's Lafayette. I guess I'll show you in a later video because it's currently upstairs. I don't have it down here, and I don't want to run off to grab it. Oh, of course, my dog's at work. I don't want to run off and grab it. So what the shirt I'm ordering for myself that has that track team, it has discus captain because back when I was throwing discus, I wasn't the captain, but I was one of the better throwers, to say the least. Especially since that's what I focused on in my time at track. But yeah, once the shirt comes in, I can explain it a little bit more. That is estimated to come in by the end of the week, late next week. I think it's the same for everything else. My blankets and shirts are expected by the end of the week to the 1st of June. And then I think that's it for my stuff. I have one thing coming in from my mother, which I hope she'll like. I'm positive she will. I don't see why she wouldn't. But yeah, I'm waiting on those. I will indeed be special ordering myself myself stuff as I usually do. I have a lot of stuff duplicated. Going through my order history on Redbubble, it looks like a lot of stuff is just duplicating as I scroll downwards. So that's funny. But yeah. So I'm trying to think. That's my plan for this week is working on stuff. Hopefully getting some packages in, and if I do, then start working on those. Because again, I gotta sew them together for the two going together. I'm trying to think actually now. I might just put a zipper on each of them, on two of the edges, kind of thing. We'll see. So Airsoft Saturday. Hopefully receiving packages this week. Hopefully. What else? Working on my book. Working on my weapon design. Getting myself a hat. That's a huge thing. I do not like this. Like, this is my right side's hairline. My left side's, yeah, I need a hat. That is an uneven hairline. Oh, yeah, I'm also going to start growing out my beard. I want to say that's about 4 inches, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe 3.5 or something. Maybe 4. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to grow out this beard. I like my beard. My mother does not. Funny thing is I actually work with my mother. So she's the manager of where I work, and she tells me I should shave. No, I'm not doing that. But yeah, I definitely like my beard. So I'm gonna grow that out. I've actually ordered a couple of healthcare products, I guess you can call it, for my beard to help grow out. So there's that. And the other funny thing is I actually have combs for my beard. And they're actually super nice to use. Just out of reach. There we go. And they are super nice. I've ordered shampoo for my beard because I've been keeping up with keeping it clean. As my mother says, it kind of gets dandruff a lot. And the only issue with that is I really suffer from getting dandruff in my actual head of hair. So I've decided to cut it short. I might grow out my hair a little bit longer, at least in the center. We'll see. So, and if you're wondering what I'm doing right now is I just took some moisturizing oil and I'm taking my comb and I'm just rubbing it in because that's the best way to get the oils in. Take the extra stuff, rub it on, and then I just take the comb and actually dig in there. This way, I can properly keep care of my beard. And then, yeah. But yeah, that's how I moisturize my beard basically throughout the day to keep it nice and soft. Because I have a bad habit of playing with my beard. So I like to keep it soft. And I do the same thing to my mustache. I have a bad habit of playing with them. but I'm sure most men that have a beard understand. Plus, this kind of helps keep it a little more organized. I haven't shaved in, I want to say, about a month now. So this is a month's worth of me growing out my beard completely. And obviously that's how it is for most men, is it doesn't just grow in as a strong full beard, I guess you would say. Um, in a single month, it typically takes a few months at least. Um, but yeah, I've decided to take more care of my beard. As again, I do need to keep it professional in the sense of I work in a public place, so it obviously has to be kept care. Um, but I also don't have to trim it technically. I might trim it over time, but at this point in time, it's still too small for me to trim, but it's still large enough for me to take care of it, keep it as clean as possible. So there is that. There's a couple companies I recommend for someone that's wanting to keep care of their beard. What I typically use is Everyman Jack, but also I ordered stuff from the Beard Club. I actually really like their stuff. But yeah, so Everyman Jack is what I've currently been using for the shampoos and stuff. Because I have their cedarwood collection, and I love the smell of the cedarwood. I've also ordered stuff of redwood, I believe. I gotta check my orders. I haven't checked my orders in a while. That stuff actually should be coming in within the next few weeks here, as it was only shipped out the other day. No, I ordered their cedarwood collection. What do I currently use then? Because if I'm not using their cedarwood, I'm using their other wood. That sounds weird. Basically, they have two types. Cedarwood is a red band around, and I like the smell of that. Whereas their other one is almost a light brown. I don't know where it is. My underarm deodorant, anyways. My brother has a cedarwood, and it is actually really nice. That's why I picked up the cedarwood. I also had to get myself a toiletry bag. As I said, I like going to camps and stuff, but also in general, I like camping. So the issue with that is the toiletry bag I had is currently just ruined. So I needed something I can carry my body wash and stuff in, and I was not able to, which sucks. But yeah, so there is that. So that should be coming in. It was mailed out the 14th. Where's it coming from? I forget where it's coming from. Where's that? It's apparently expected the 14th, but it did not come in. Where is it coming from? San Francisco. This is coming from California. I'm in Ontario. So it's got to travel United States and come into Ontario. That's funny. I'm just laughing at the fact that it was expected the 14th. I ordered it the 12th. They're going to be a few days behind. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it to be super quick. I'm just laughing at the fact that it was expected the 14th. it ain't coming in that time. um, but yeah, I'm super hyped for that. What else did I order? And then I ordered something from the Beard Struggle, I think it is. Because I do struggle with my beard, which kind of sucks. But they have some good stuff on there as well. Like I said, I ordered shampoos, but also I ordered a couple of other things. Oh, that's already in Winnipeg. Holy, that should be in within the next couple of days then. I live a fair distance from Winnipeg, but typically what they do is they go from Winnipeg to Plain for where I am. For them to do that, it doesn't take more than a day. And they got in Winnipeg last night, so the 15th at 9:15. So should be in either Tuesday or Wednesday. Monday's Victoria Day here, so we don't work, or at least where I work, we are closed. Which also means all places are closed, so we wouldn't receive any deliveries on Monday. I do know stuff still gets sent, but they have they have a place in Canada? I was not aware of that. Cool. So what I was not aware of, Beard Struggle has a department in Canada, by the looks of it, in BC, which is cool. Because typically where I order for my beard stuff, it's all from the States. But it's kind of nice that there's a place in Canada that I can order from. So I will be ordering definitely more from there. Even though that's halfway across Canada, in this sense, because it's going from BC, British Columbia, for those who don't know, all the way over to Ontario. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces away. So, yeah, but I mean, that's still nice in the sense that it's going to get here in a remotely good fashion. So, which is nice. What is this? Apparently, I have a lot of packages I'm waiting on. California. I also ordered. So I've been seeing on Instagram that the reusable Q-tips. So I bought one. They were like, I think it was like $20 Canadian after everything, something like that. So it was $22. Wasn't that bad of a price. So I ordered one. So I guess I'll do a review on it when it comes in, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. So I'm waiting on Beard Struggle. I'm waiting on Everyman Jack. I haven't ordered from the Beard Club in a while. I might do that next paycheck just to see what they have going. What's this order from Amazon? Oh, I know what this is. I also ordered screen protectors. So those are coming in. And then I also ordered a new necklace and bracelet because I needed one. So, they're Buddha beads. So those will be interesting to start wearing more. My cousin actually bought me some before, but they broke fairly easily, sadly. But we'll see. I'll also be ordering more coffee next paycheck to see, to get more reviews. I definitely gotta do my Rampage review this week. Remind me, someone. So I'll do that as well. I'm just gonna quickly go over my emails because I had about 15. Nothing really important by the looks of it. Yeah, it does not look like. Heck. Whatever. Yeah, no, nothing important. I'm trying to think now. I've been on for an hour? I didn't even realize. I have had 2 cups of coffee today, though, so I'm kind of hyper. Um, yeah. Um, but I don't know what else to talk about. So I got stuff coming in the mail. Yeah. Oh, one thing actually I got pointed out for last night by some people I like to chat with. Anyone that, at least in Canada, I don't know about the States, McDonald's does these cards that you fill up 7, you can get a free drink. I've filled up so many. I think there's 29 or so, 28. I don't know. Typically, people only keep the sticker in the card they're working on. Yeah, I don't do that. Well, I obviously do that, but I also keep the ones that are just blanks. My mini collection. Yeah, I got made fun of last night for that. Yeah. So, yeah, there's that. I got quite a few, but I just keep them in my iPhone box because I had no other use for it and thought might as well. Oh, yeah. So, just one more time, later this week, if everything goes to plan, should have a book keep up coming out. I'm not going to do a Myth Monday because I did the Myth of Sigil in this live stream. So that's going to be public for people to see. It will go in my Myth Monday playlist. If I really want to, I might just do another video kind of strictly around Sigil. Yeah. I guess merch review kind of idea as well, if everything comes in. Again, I'm not actually going to do my coffee company logo, but I'll go over my actual shop, my coffee shop logo, because again, it's not much different, but it is at the same time not the exact same. So a second channel might be opening up this week. We'll see. No, it'd probably be next week. Just in the sense that it would be Saturday 9. I would get home. I would have to do video editing, so I'm gonna have to start training myself to do that. Yeah. Again, just I accidentally recorded on this for 20 minutes or so, so I'm going to just take a look at the USB after, and we'll see. As my laptop actually takes USB chips, that's the main reason I was fine with that. So I'll have to check that after, see what I can do with it. But yeah, expect that later. Hopefully next week. It would probably be later Monday and or Tuesday, as again I'm going back to work next week. This week I got off, so that's nice. Um, but again, that's only if I actually do airsofting. As this whole COVID thing, we don't know for sure. We're hoping we can, but it's not 100% definite. So we'll see. And I think that's going to be everything. Thank you for coming to my live stream, the whole 2 viewers. um, yeah. Stay calm, stay strong, stay grounded. Bye. And